Under Josh McDaniels has a reputation and a history of coaching some prolific slot receivers. Just whether it's from studying film or just what you've experienced so far, what do you think it is about his system that allows slot receivers to be so effective? How can it help your game?
Well, one, they're really good players. I think with Wes and Julian Jacoby, it's been really a lot of fun to watch Jacoby the last 2 years for them. He's been explosive. He's been really good. I think Coach McDaniels is just very good at teaching the details of it, and those guys did a good job. I mean, it's a lot of work, and he puts a lot on them, but I think it can be rewarding if you buy into what he has to say. And, they've had some good receivers in the past, and so, some of it is just being where you need to be and being consistent.
You were named to your first Pro Bowl this year. What was that experience like, and how do you build off of that coming into this next season?
It was cool. Yeah, it was cool kind of getting to play with a lot of players that I grew up watching, and I got to see on film over these last 3 or 4 years. And that's a huge honor, right, to be voted on for something like that. So I don't know. I'm not a very big individual guy, so I think it was cool and it was a huge honor. But that's not my goal for this year. My goal is to have the best season we can.
All right, everybody out there in the real world can relate to a new job, new expectations, new boss. As a Raider, what's it like to have all that just thrown at you?
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of why you do it in the first place, right? There's so many new changes in any job. You go to a new work environment and you go and you have all these changes and all these things thrown at you. You kind of get back to why you do things, and you do it for the love of it. You do it, certainly to help out the people around you. And I think it at the end of the day, when you put your head on the pillow, you kind of lose track of all that, and you just reminded of, you're just very thankful of coming to work every day and being able to play a game we love.
If that chip on your shoulder is kind of gone, I don't mean you specifically, but any athlete.
Absolutely.
How do you continue to drive? Like, I've made it.
Yeah, anybody at the top of their profession. I think it comes back to, do you do it for others people's praises? Do you do it for, the accolades, or you do it because you compete with yourself and you love to do it, and you do it to help the people around you? And I think if we can say yes to those three things, then it's pretty easy to not become complacent, because every day you're trying to get better. You're competing with yourself, and you enjoy competing with other people, but you also compete with yourself. And so I know that's probably a cliche answer, but sometimes cliche answers are the most sensible ones and the most simple. And, it's easy to get distracted by a lot of things, but you just keep things simple, then, I think success finds you along the way.